Hello everybody, it's Suffolkblue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back. We're back in my Minecraft world here, the Attack of the B Team server, outside our Nether Temple which we made. Little wave, there we go. And what I want to do today, I have done a lot of work. I didn't want to do it all on camera because I said last time that we would sort of have a look at these things as we went through them. So I thought, well, I'd get on, I'd make a start. And it's one of those things in Minecraft, when you start doing something, I think it just takes over. And I spent 4 hours last night going through and doing stuff. So let's take a look inside. So this is the central atrium area. As you can see, we've got our statue in place. Put some braziers in. All right. We've got our magic torch. There it goes. Womp. And I actually thought to myself, you'd probably see this better if I was a bat, and then you could actually see how this all looks and works. So I think this looks pretty awesome. Let me fly up in the air. Okay. Look at that. So that panel goes down, the other one goes in, and it makes a beautiful staircase. I think that's pretty something special. I like that. Right, we're going to go downstairs, then we're going to go and have a look. Now, as I said, we've marbled all of this down here. Lots and lots and lots of marble has been used. I've used marble extensively. Now, you remember last episode, I said that the portal room was going to be decked out in basalt, black basalt and obsidian, and well, I changed my mind, and that's something I do an awful lot, and you'll see why I've changed my mind when we get down there. This is the turning point that we made. Remember, this is where we got to last time, when we made that turn, and I thought, well, it would be nice actually to put a little bit of something in here. These are normal torches, they're not magic torches. Little statue of myself again, as is the temple really dedicated to the 12s more than anything, and there we go, some pillars as well. More marble, we come down, 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 all the way down. This is all marble, all the way through, lots of marble. And then we come into this room. Okay, this is sort of the antechamber before the portal room, which is through there. But essentially, oh, there he is, yep, I can show you the portal in a second. But again, some more statues, we're talking pillars again, and as everything is, as I always say, things are not always as they seem. I do like to put a bit of storage in some of my rooms. So we have another magic little torch there. I was going to do the same on the other side, so we actually had two, but I never got round to it. So, this is the antechamber before the portal room, and then we come into the portal room itself. Hollowed out underneath. I really like this room. It's got something a bit special about it. We have already been through to the Nether, obviously, because I've got glowstone. I couldn't wait really, I just had to. But I put some statues up there, some statues over here. Really went to town on the marble decoration, yeah. Glowstone down the middle, so that we've got plenty of light. And from up here, I just think that looks pretty special. I really do. And the thing with the whole basalt idea was that it was just too dark. It looked just really, really, really dark. And I thought, well, actually, this whole temple's been light all the way through. Why would the portal room be so dark? And it really wouldn't be. So I decided against the idea. These are just carpenter's barriers, which I've coloured in marble to make them look like a marble stand. But again, even in this room, not everything is as it seems. Did I touch that? I don't think I did. There we go. Down there is... I better show you. So this gives way... Oops, let me go into bat mode, because I've not actually done anything down here at all apart from have a little look. This is one of those accidental finds where you fall down, and we've got all the way around. I mean, we've got tons of stuff. I mean, look at the resources. We've got coal for days. We've got coal for days. We've got diamond. Haven't even dug that out yet. I mean, we have got stuff here which will take me an age. But I didn't want to start mining this too hard, because what I really need is a tinker's construct, tinker's smeltery, tinker's tools, and the ability to do this all at a very, very fast pace. So, little magic torch all the way up here, look. Oops, I missed it. Oh, I had to hit it twice now. Lag. And that's all hidden away by that pillar. So, let's go through. Now, we could not have landed in the Nether in a better place, I don't think, and I'll show you why. Going through. Oh, just talk about this portal. As you can see, it's not your regular portal, yeah? That's because we're using the portal modifiers down here. And if you notice my levels, look, I lost a life, I died, and you can see so on the map, on the mini map on the top right hand corner. See the little red square on the right hand side? That takes us away to an island full of dark wood trees where endermen were everywhere. In order to make this, I needed an ender pearls, so I had to kill endermen, and it took a while, and I lost a life. But we did manage to get the ender pearl, and that's why we have a 3x3 portal rather than the standard 3x2 portal which you normally used to have to use. But I like this. I'm going to keep saying it. I like the portal room. I think it's special enough. I think it makes a statement. I like it. Let's go through the Nether. We're going to go through. Woo, off we go. Now again, I don't think we could have landed at a better place. I really don't. We've landed, would you believe, in the middle of a fort. So we're already reasonably protected. I've already gone through and torched this up and done what I needed to do to get this reasonably light. But yeah, we're in our own little castle already. Now I think this is superb. Superb news. Gives us plenty of things to play with. Oops, I've come the wrong way. That's my fault. Had to try and find a way. Out of here, because it can be a bit messy. I need to put some signs up really so I can remember how I got to where I got to. It's very easy to get lost down here. It really is. I did it so often when I first came through. But I was going to wait and come through with you guys. But I thought actually I need to get that glowstone. I need to get I need to get some work done on this. So this here is one of our ways out. There is another way out, I'm sure. I haven't actually explored the whole of this dungeon yet, but I did make a chimney of sorts. There we go, way, and we're out. So we've got the sulfur clouds, we've got the glowstone. Again, we're on peaceful. I don't know why. I have to keep going and chaining that back on. But I'm not going to turn it on now because we're videoing, so sod it. But yeah, so this is, these are our, what's this? Dying leaves and hellbark wood. So we've got all of that going on. Got the nether water. I mean, it's all here, yeah. And we can come through here and have great fun mining all of this out. I'm going to need lots more glowstone for some of the things I want. But I thought actually, all in all, we have landed on our feet by being in this sort of, I don't know what you'd call it really, fortress. I suppose it's a fortress. Excellent place to begin in the Nether. So I spoke about tinkers, and I worked out, really, after I'd spent all that time digging marble out and making that portal, that I probably should have done that after I'd made my tinker smeltery, and then I would have had tinker's tools, which would have enabled me to mine and craft and do all that sort of stuff much, much faster than I was able to do with the standard diamond pick, because I spent an age digging out marble and then having to smelt it. I had no silk touch, so I could just dig it out as marble and not have to cook it. I had to cook it. This is interesting. Look, on this side, this portal on this side is 3x2, 2x3, whatever. And yet when you go in on the other side, it's going to be 3x3. Isn't that odd? But that's the way it works, clearly. And we come out, there we go. So yeah, so this is the portal room. I'm so pleased with how this has turned out. Some more things I want to do in here though. I'm going to put some chairs in, like some marble benches and stuff. Because I think that will add quite a lot to the whole look and feel. Shut that up. And thinking about the whole Tinker's construct and what we do next with Tinkers, well, I need to build one, is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to need to build one, but I'm not just going to build a smeltery and a little tiny blacksmith. I think I'm going to build a factory, like in England, where we have the sort of old-fashioned type of, enormous factory units that sort of belch out an awful lot of pollution and smoke, and I want to give them chimneys. So over here, where I originally planted all these red stained trees, we're going to move these out of the way a little bit, get these back, because we're going to have, in here, is where our factory's going to be. And I want to have two, yes, count them, two tinkers. Now, a lot of people think, well, that's crazy talk. Why do you need two tinkers? Well, I want two tinkers, just A, for the symmetry. Otherwise the building just doesn't look right. But also because I know I'm going to use a lot of stuff, so it would be quite nice to have. I can't see a bloody thing on this tree. Where's all the... Oh, there's loads of wood in here. What was I saying? Yes. So we're gonna have a tinkers with two chimneys, with two furnaces, or two furnae, or whatever the plural is. And we're gonna have our crafting benches and our crafting stations and all that good stuff, and our pattern builders and our tool builders and all that sort of stuff. And we're also gonna have an automated cooking of stone and other such stuff type of affair going on. Now, interesting, I'm not going for the sort of full Galacticraft at this stage. I'm still going to do it a little bit old school. So that is to say that we're going to have, we're going to use hoppers, we're going to use chests, we're going to use old-fashioned furnaces, which require coal, not redstone furnaces. Yeah, so we're going to use, it's sort of going to be an industry-based one. We're not at the space stage yet, do you know what I mean? So we're not sort of nuclear reactor level yet. We're still really in the sort of in the steam engine. That's what I was thinking. Sorry, I got distracted there because I'm thinking, well, where's all the bloody wood in this tree? Why is this tree still standing up? Can you see any more wood? Oh, there's one up there. Bloody thing. Oh, thank heavens. I'm just going to set light to the bloody thing, I think. Too many trees. That's what's my problem. I did put too many trees, and that's a creeper explosion area. Yeah, so they're all just vanishing and despawning now. We're going to do it with lots of saplings. Lots of saplings. Any more wood in here? No, I don't think so. Oh, there's trees everywhere. Look at it. Yeah, so I thought over this side, sort of where this pond is, we'll fill this pond in, actually. Have I got any dirt on me? No. But we would fill this pond in. Let's go and get some dirt and do that while I think about it. And then our factory will be... Excuse me, our factory will be on that side. So what we'll need to do is going to be, as I say, so it's going to be an old sort of steampunk, not steampunk, but industry-based factory, not a high-tech sort of automated ME type of factory type thing. So we're not in the realms of Star Trek yet. We're just in the realms of 20th century living. So we've got we haven't built any farms yet, and I'm still also going to do those. I'm likely to do those actually as well on the same basis as the factory to start with, until I build the hydroponics farms within our final Galacticraft base in the middle of the river, or the sea even, which will be, as I say, a dome type structure. Much like, I suppose much like a Federation, if anyone knows Star Trek, it'd be much like, hopefully like a Federation space base, which is like a sort of a dome with a column at the bottom. So that's the sort of look I want to go for. We will be having hydroponics in there, which will actually replace our farms that we build out here to start with, but I thought it would be nice to sort of just, I don't know really, have a start as if we're moving through time, do you know what I mean? So, why you not work? Why you no work? There we go. I probably will build this deeper because we're going to end up, I am definitely going to end up. How deep is this? That's not that deep, so why are you being awkward? That's clay, we'll leave that. Material wise, it's going to need an awful lot of stone, because I'm going to build it as I say, as an old fashioned type of, what the hell is that? It's a torch. As an old fashioned type of factory, almost like a Victorian factory, I suppose you could say. So it's going to be stone built again, stone brick based. We're going to use, I want to use some dark wood, and because obviously I've now got this end island where I got killed hunting for pearls, I can get dark wood from there, so that it's a material that I've got available to me. I do want to put some power in, so pump some power generation. Can we do steam engines in this? Is there a steam engine? Let's have a look. There must be. It's probably not very efficient, I would have thought. Steam turbine. Mine factory. What's that? Steam dynamo. How do you make that? Plastic sheet, steam dynamo, machine frame, pistons, silver, redstone transmission. And then you get one of those. So we can have steam engines in it, or as in like steam turbines, which will produce some electricity, which we can then power about the place to power some compressors and some pulverizers and all that great stuff. Because we're sort of at the dawn of the industrial age. That's what we're sort of getting at with this. Good. Let's cut you down. You don't need to be there. Awesome. Oh, got some block lag still, sadly. Yes, getting there. Just going to knock some of this grass back a little bit, just so I can see. I'm going to fill this crater in as well. Again, another creeper that went bang over here at some point, no doubt. I run out of dirt. No. Sorry for the dogs if you can hear them in the background. There's some barking dogs outside. It's a very hot day here in the UK, so I've got my windows open, so there will be a little bit of background noise potentially. Sorry about that. Just ignore it. Just pretend it's wolves in the background. But we have got sounds back, hopefully, when this comes to being processed. I don't quite know what happened. I'm assuming it was something to do with my headset, because I record with a headset. So I think if I turn my headset on, it sort of blocked the game sounds. I'm guessing, because it's the only thing I can think of that makes any sense at all. Do we have any more wood? Any more dirt? We don't. Probably don't need to fill this one in anyway, really, the truth be told. It's a bit far back. So, it's going to be big, this factory. As I say, this factory is going to be a fair size. It will contain all our crafting, all our self-making furnaces, and some storage as well. I might move. I wonder if I should move that mountain. Do you know what? I might move that right the way back. I think I might. I think what I can do is, if I look at this, I can move this back. Oh God, serious lag. I don't know why, but we can move this back probably, so that we can really. I'm going to leave that tree as it is. But yeah, we could probably take this all the way back. Probably to about there. To this line. See, now if I had Tinker's spade, or Tinker's whatever, yeah, it's Tinker's spade, I would be able to do this so fast. Or much faster than this anyway. But I'm just using the very vanilla diamond picks and swords and oh man, block lag. So it is taking me a little longer to do some of these things, but I don't mind, because it's what the game's all about. If it wasn't, it's not all about speed and sort of flying through these builds. But I think if we can put a really nice big factory on this side, it's quite close to the mine, because the mines are actually back here. And I wondered whether I could put some sort of because that's actually through there is, that's our mine there. So that we might be able to sort of find a way of connecting some of this up, or put some carts in or something in to get some way of doing this. I'm going to have this. Ooh. There goes Kurt J. Mack. No, this is. I think what we'll do. I'll mark this out. I'll knock this through. I'll cut here, and I'll do that and get this back to a certain point. And then I'll mark out on the ground where I want, or where I think I want the factory to be, and I'll show you some idea of the size. So I shall be right back. Yes, welcome back everybody. Well, we've had a bit of rain overnight, so I had to wait until I've pushed all that mountain back in, tried to naturalise it a little bit. I'm probably not actually going to build it there now I've done all that, because I had a look at it and I thought, well, if I'm going to be using steam turbines, I really need a water source, and this is too good an opportunity to miss up. So we've moved that, but we'll probably use that for farms, so not a complete waste of time. So as normal, I'm going to mark this out with dirt, and I've been having a think. I still want to sort of have this as a more of a boaty area actually, so we're going to leave this a little bit out so we can have some piers and some dock front all the way down here, maybe a warehouse for storage, etc. So we're going to start from here though, and I'm going to go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, and I'm just going to use these actually as endpoints, because I'm going to mark off the endpoints the same way I did with the house where I used wood beams. So I'm not going to use wood for this, but it just gives me a good idea of where I'm placing stuff. So then I'm going to go in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 wallop, and let me just see if the windows fit in here. Window, wallop, window. I think I've probably come over too far by one. That's a good point. What about the windows over here? Now factories, I'm giving a bit away of the design because I've already sort of thought in my head how I want this to look. 1 2 3 4. Yes, that's better. And those are the end parts. This is going to come very close actually to my house. So I'm probably going to have to push this back. See, this is why we don't start building with stone. Yeah, this is going to be too close. Far too close. Off you go. And this is why building in dirt first, and so that, because had I started building this in like stone bricks and stuff, oh, it would have been so, it would have been so frustrating to then have to have sat there and pulled all that apart, and potentially had to, for example, if I'd used stone or something, and then potentially having to pull all that apart. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Hold on. Am I going to sneeze? Chewy, see? Bless me. Right, sorry about that. Yes. So we're not going to go... Oops, we do need to go much further back than this. We probably need to go actually a good 1 2 3 4 5 6 back, really. I think we might measure this back from there then. Hold on. Let's put in a block. Perhaps we were right to cut some of that hill back. So we're now lined up here with the house. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah. So whoops, we'll pop you there. How much room does that give me for the pier? I quite like that. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Is that level almost? No, there's a little bit. We could probably go to that back wall, couldn't we? Should we? I'm dithering now. I'm dithering. Let's do that. We might as well, because I did cut the damn thing out. So this is the back wall here. We don't want to be quite on that. We'll go to there. Actually, we won't. We'll go one in. We won't go straight to the back wall, because this is going to stick out a little bit in a second, and you'll see what I mean. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Just 2 out. There we go. 15. Oops. Ah. Bloody block lag. Right. Let's just check again that our windows fit, that we haven't made a complete cock up of the counting of blocks. We haven't. That's good. And then we go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I think. Oops. There we go. One there. One there. And one there. 2 windows. Awesome. And we go in there. Awesome. 2 3 4. Awesome. So that actually is our doorway. Our front door is here to this building, so you can start getting some idea of the scale. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 did I do last time? And then one that. I'm actually going to see that in a bit, but it doesn't matter. Bum, 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 bum. Excellent. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. End bit here. We go that one. And then can we use something else? What should we use? Cobblestone, why not? Then we're going to put our smelteries in now. What are you doing, Suffolkblue? I hear you cry. Well, we're going to have these. I just did that just to the right size. Our smelteries are actually going to be half in and half out the building because we're going to use them as smokestacks on other side. So let's get some of this rubbish out of my box. Put some dirt on here. So we go 1 in, and we go 1, 2, 1, 2. Sit in the middle. It's got to sit in the middle of this hearth. Yep, that's right. So 1 gap on that side, so 1 gap on that side. Okay. Oops. This block lag does seem to be getting worse. I don't know why. Cross it up. That's a flat wall. Again, we just check. Perfect. So we have 1 on that side and 1 on that side. So they are definitely slap bang in the middle. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the footprint of our factory. And as soon as I take to the air, you'll see what it's going to look like. It is big. And as I say, so let's go up. Oh, come on. Hey! That is the factory footprint. It's going to be an impressive building by all accounts. Probably won't be... Well, the chimneys might be taller than our dome. Plenty of light, natural light in here. This was important. Because obviously in Victorian times, which is what this is modelled upon, light cost money. You had to have candles and stuff, so it made sense. There could be no windows at the back though. It made sense to have as much natural light as possible, and I'm going to enhance that by what I do in the middle here, because I'm going to do a little bit of fancy roof work to really maximise the natural light that we get in the building. But that there, ladies and gentle peeps, is what our factory, how big our manufacturing factory is going to be. God, it looks a lot bigger now than I thought it was going to be. But it's not too bad. We can certainly fill this in pretty quickly. And then if you can imagine, inside here we're going to have where's me we use these. I'm going to have casting tables, 1 at each side. So I've actually have 2 sets of casting tables. Yeah, I'm going to have a pattern builder. I could go back 1 out actually, couldn't I? And then have but anyway, you'll have crafting tables, pattern chests, tool building, you know, all that stuff will be along that blank wall here. And then what we'll have is shelves that are on here full of interesting bits and bobs and stuff. I'm going to use lighting in here suspended from the ceiling. I hope to redstone that so as you walk in and flick a switch it will set off the old lights. If not, I will just have set basic lights. It just depends whether I can get the wiring in without it looking too ugly. I don't mind exposed wiring on these sorts of buildings though, because ultimately it is industrial building. So let's have a little look again. That is going to be our factory, and then what we'll do from here, this is all going to be a dock with an actual wall, I think, so we might keep the straight edge but have it as a wall, a jetty going out, and then what we'll need to do is tunnel or mine all of this out through here and then flood it so that we can have access to the big lake. Is this a lake or is this an actual ocean, do you think? Oh, I think it's just a lake, so it's an enclosed lake. That's no good. What we could do though is still tunnel through there, but probably end up tunneling across here, making a canal. Or we could make a canal. This is ocean over here, isn't it? I think this big old blotch of water over here looks like a giant ocean. It is a giant ocean, I think. Actually, we can look at the map. That'll give me a better view. Yes. So in order to get this here, I could cut through here, because this is our factory unit coming in here, but I'm going to probably cut through here, this canal, have a straight canal put right through the middle there, all deep, all the same way, all uniform through, that leads out into the sea here, and that will be our seaport. And then here, look, we've got a little beachy bit. We could turn that into a little beachy area, which is what we're flying over now. Let's have a little look at that. Yeah, a little Tropicraft entrance point, I think, over there. But yeah, that will take some cutting through, but we'll make a proper canal going through there, I think, with some proper lock gates with pistons and stuff. It's always good fun to sort of, you know, role play that sort of stuff up. But yeah, so that's going to be our factory unit. It's a beast. It's definitely a beast. Going to hold plenty of tinker smeltering going on in there. Ironically, I've got to build that before I can really build the tinker tools, and I'm not going to cheat and build tinker tools and then go and mine this stone. We're going to need to cook the stone up. That's going to take a while, but I'll get onto that, and we'll hopefully get some of the materials all ready to go pretty early on, so that you can watch me build this one as opposed to me build what I've done before, where I build stuff off camera. I'll probably build this actually as we go along. But this is the ground roots, and as always, the very foundations of this are going to need. Oh, bugger. That's unfortunate. The foundations for this are going to need to be stone, because again, my buildings have to stand up on their own. So I think we're going to call that a day. So I've shown you the Nether Temple. I've shown you our Nether. At some point, we're going to have to go through to the Nether, and we're going to have to build our Nether hub, if you like, our opening fortress in the Nether, which will allow us a safe place. Although I'm so pleased with the way that's turned out, because we are very safe when we come through our portal. It's going to be it's safe from ghasts and safe from blazers and everything. So that's pretty exciting. That's a very fortuitous place to have your have your portal. So I'm going to leave it here for now, and there'll be another update coming up. Well, this is going to be released on Tuesday, so there'll be another update coming up on Saturday, where we'll start building this in more detail. I will go off camera and mine, because you don't want to watch me mine, but I'll mine a shitload of cobblestone, and we'll get that cooked up. But until I see you again on the weekend, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please do like, share, and all that stuff, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love making videos, I really do, and it's such fun, and it would be nice to get a good audience together. But I will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers. See you laters.